Jedrick Wills. That's who I want the Vikings to draft. Gimme. That's right. In our mock draft on Tuesday, we were fortunate enough to have Jedrick Wills, the pride of Alabama, Roll Tide, fall into our lap. Oh, wait. I'm wearing the wrong hat. There we go, the Jedrick Wills hat. Because I did not think it was possible, nor it probably won't happen, because I think there's a legit shot that Wills goes to the combine and just blows the doors off the roof, and then he is probably going to potentially be the first tackle taken. Sorry, Andrew Thomas. Sorry, Tristan Wirfs, and probably go top 10. But I mean, a guy can dream, right? So let's talk about the pride of the Crimson Tide today. So Jedrick Wills, 6'5", 314-pound tackle, former 5-star recruit, consensus All-American from Lexington, Kentucky, was the numero uno recruit coming out of Kentucky in the class of 2017, inked up with the Roll Tide. Played 11 games as a true freshman in 2017, 2018. Took over the starting right tackle role, and then played for 2 straight years, starting 28 straight games at right tackle for the Tide. And remember, Tua Tagovailoa, left-handed. So Wills was defending his blind side for the past 2 years, and per PFF, he only allowed 4 pressures in the Tide's final 6 games. So, looking up, right? And first things first, he is a little bit shorter and a little bit less lengthy than most NFL tackles. I wouldn't be shocked if he, at the combine, in the underwear Olympics, he ends up measuring at like 6'4", and then arms aren't as long as NFL decision makers want. But I always feel like it comes down to arm measurements. Well, tackles must have 36-inch arms or they will be a failure in this league. As I puff on this pipe and crunch my numbers, do that thing. I feel like if you're not a T-Rex and you're really good at tackle in college, who cares? Like, either you can play or you can't, and Will certainly can. Easily the most athletic tackle in the class, and I think his extreme upside is just something that's just starting to be scratched. Also, he's super young too, since he came in as a true freshman and played, didn't take a red shirt, so he's coming in, has a great punch. Also got some nastiness to him. Watch some of the Tides games, and right tackle, good old 74. He gets a little chippy. He gets after it a little bit, which is great to see. And also something that you will see like firsthand is just absolutely insane, like ballerina type footwork. He really does remind me of Bryant McKinney, where you remember Bryant McKinney, number 7 overall, back in the day, was a great left tackle for the Vikings, even though he didn't give 2 hoots at all about the game. And just imagine if Bryant McKinney cared 20% more about football and staying in shape and not eating McDonald's and not partying all the time, he would have been a Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. He literally did have like Jonathan Ogden, Anthony Munoz type God-given ability. And I think Wills certainly has some aspects of that, notably the feet, which are just something that you cannot teach, and something that someone that size probably shouldn't be able to do. Right? It's like finding the perfect NFL left tackle. It's like, well, he's got to be 6'6". He's got to have 37-inch arms. He has to have feet like a dancing bear, and also he has to be able to do all this while a world-class athlete is coming straight at him and he is going backwards. Cool. 7 billion people on the planet. You can only find like 9 guys who are good at that. But I think Wills could be one of those 9 out of 7 billion dudes. I mean, Lance Zierlein, NFL.com, compared him to Jason Peters. Jason friggin' Peters, who, by the way, was a tight end coming out of Arkansas back in the day. But just in terms of frame, footwork, athletic upside, can kind of see it. Certainly could. And I do think Wills could and should convert to NFL left tackle in the spot. And if it's a situation where, all right, so say you rework Riley Reif's deal, make him take a little bit less potentially, but you keep him on the rooster, even though you could free up $8 million plus on the salary cap if you let him go, only $4.4 million dead. But it could be a spot that's beneficial for all parties involved. Where Wills comes in, he isn't forced to start right away. He's learning a brand new position that he's never played before in the last couple of years, and have him be the understudy, have him be the 6th offensive lineman in some heavy packages, learn the nuances of that left tackle position, have Rick Dennison really get his hooks into him, and just really break him down and build him back up and mold him into a future premier NFL left tackle. And then next year, Riley Reif, deuces, sorry, you gone, buddy. And Jedrick Wills is your starting left tackle, and then pair him with Brian O'Neill at right tackle, and all of a sudden you have the most athletic bookend tackle duo in the NFL, and baby, you got a stew going. Because I think that, well, not only Brian O'Neill, but also Jedrick Wills are certainly going to be future Pro Bowlers and potentially all pro. There we go. But this could all be, this could all be wishful thinking, because as of right now, potentially could be in the teens, potentially early 20s. Hell, maybe he falls to the Vikings at 25 if the board falls right. But I think he's going to come into the combine. I think he's going to test insane, except for height and arm length. But everything else, all the explosive drills, all the speed drills, I think that Will's going to come in and completely destroy, probably put up like 90 reps on the bench or something ridiculous like that too. So I think a team will fall in love with him. I think he probably will go top 10. But also, if we're talking about potentially trading all the way up to go get him, I wouldn't be mad. Not necessarily. But your thoughts. Jedrick Wills, Minnesota Vikings future left tackle? Question mark. Let us know in the comments section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But the next time, Skol, production value.